So what you want to do next is to define an array of page sections. All right, we'll hard code the page sections for now, and later on we'll be getting them from the database. All right, so whenever we select one of these pages here, we'll get the sections for that page from the database. But for now, we just want to hard code the array of page sections. All right, so let's go ahead and define that array. So back to the page manager, and again the page manager is this whole page. All right, this whole page here, and inside the page manager we render what we call the section manager, that component, which is this component. All right, the section manager. All right, so what you want to do is we want to define an array of sections. All right, and for each page section we want to render this component and display the title of that section inside this component, instead of just displaying this static title here. All right, so let's go back to the page manager and go ahead and define the array of page sections. All right, so we need our data object, and the data object returns our data. The first piece of data that we need is the page sections array. All right, and the array will have objects of sections. All right, so let's name the first section. Let's give it an ID of 1, and let's give it a title of, let's just say title equals slider. All right, so we're defining this these sections. All right, for now, like I said, we're hard coding them, and then we'll be getting the content from the database later on. All right, so so the first section is the slider, and the content type, let's set it to slides. All right, because the slider will contain slides. All right, and the content, let's set it to null for now. We'll be getting it from the database later. All right, now let's go ahead and define a second section here, and let's give it an ID of 2, and the title, let's name it courses, and the content type, so we're gonna have different types of content. All right, so the first type of content we have is the slides, the second type will be static content, and the third type will be dynamic content. All right, we'll see how this works later on. For now, let's just give the courses section dynamic content type. All right, and we need a comma here, and now let's define the third section, and let's give it an ID of 3, and let's just say learn to cook. All right, and the content type, let's say static, and let's see what else do we have here on the page sections. Learn to cook, why choose us. All right, let's replace that with why choose us. All right, and the content type will be static as well. Let's change the ID to 4. All right, now what we want to do next is to loop through these sections. All right, and for each of these sections we want to render the section manager component. All right, so let's go ahead and define our for loop. I'm gonna go v4, and let's say section comma, oops, that should be equals, and let's close that, and section index, and so we're looping through the page sections array. All right, and we want to define our key here. The key, let's set it to section dot ID. All right, and let's just why is it complaining? All right, that looks better. All right, now we have these 4 sections here, but the title is just static for now because it's hard coded. All right, so what you want to do next is to actually pass the section object as a prop to this component. All right, so that we can get the section title and display it here instead of displaying the static one. All right, so let's pass the section as a prop, so passing the section object, all right, for each section. All right, I think let's leave it here for now. I'll see you in the next one.